going to be asking you a few questions on behalf of Ms. Dawson.
All right.
You were a server at Chuggy's for a while, right?
Yes, that's right.
Couple hours.
Well, I was a server. I was hired a few days before, actually.
You were actually hired. Your first day of work was on September 24th,
Yeah, that's right.
and that was your only day of work, right?
Yes, that's right.
So you were only a server at Chuggy's for a couple of hours.
About 11, 12.
You mentioned on direct examination that you actually have experience in serving drinks, right?
Yes, that's right. I was a server in college during summers.
So you've decided today that you want to talk about your employment history.
That specific employment history, sir?
Now, you remember creating an affidavit for today,
Certainly.
and you remember being told to include everything that's relevant and pertinent in that affidavit.
Yes, sir.
May I approach opposing counsel? Handing opposing counsel a copy of this affidavit. Permission to approach the witness? I'm handing the witness the same affidavit. Now, that is your affidavit, isn't it, Mr. Lawrence?
Yes, that's right.
And this is the exact affidavit that you created yourself.
That's right.
It's your signature on the last page.
Yes, sir, that's right.
And you were told that you had up until today's trial to change anything in this affidavit that you wanted to.
That's right.
Now, in this affidavit, on line 2, if you'll follow along silently as I read aloud, I lost my job in the first part of the recession and would rather not talk about my employment history. Did I read that correctly?
Yes, you read that beautifully.
So when you told both sides in today's case everything that you knew about today's case, you decided you didn't want to include your employment history about serving at bars, right?
Most of my employment history, I think it's
You
all
said
right
you didn't want to talk about your
myself.
employment history. We just read that line from your affidavit, right?
Yes, that's right.
And when you wrote this, you thought it wasn't relevant to tell us about your employment history.
I didn't think it was that important.
And then just a few moments ago, you said, now you worked at bars in the past, right?
That's because I have worked at bars in the past, sir.
Permission to approach the witness and retrieve the document. Now, Mr. Lawrence, you said you saw several drinks being served to Ms. Dawson that night, right?
Yes, sir, that's right.
And even though you were just trained in at Chuggy's that day, you know that what a server does is bring people drinks, right?
Yes.
And then you leave.
Yes, sir.
So you didn't see Ms. Dawson drink many of those drinks, did you?
I didn't see her drink all of them. I saw her drink some of them, though, sir.
Let's talk about a few of those specific drinks. You think you saw Ms. Dawson drinking a shot at the bar once, right?
That's right.
But you're not even sure that was Ms. Dawson who was there.
I'm not positive I saw her drink the shot, but I think I did.
But it could have been somebody else entirely.
I saw her out of the corner of my eye.
So you're not sure if it was Ms. Dawson.
I think it was.
But you're not sure, are you?
I'm not 100% positive.
Eventually you brought over some whiskey and ginger ales to the table, didn't you?
That's right.
And there were 3 of them.
Yes.
And you saw Ms. Dawson drink one of them.
Yes, that's right.
You have no idea who drank the other 2.
Oh, no, there was 3 people at the table.
So you don't know that Ms. Dawson drank any of those either.
Well, I know she drank one of them, and I saw her sipping off the other 2. I didn't see the other 2 at the table sipping off of those, all of those.
So you don't know who drank the other 2 drinks though.
No, I don't.
And eventually there was a shot at the end of the night, is that right?
That's right.
You don't seem to feel bad about that shot at all, do you?
Excuse me, sir?
Mr. Lawrence, Ms. Dawson actually asked you for
Objection,
water
Your
that
Honor.
night.
It's a hearsay statement. Opposing counsel is asking the witness what Mrs. Dawson said that night. And as the opposing counsel is an attorney for the defense, it's not an admission by the party opponent.
May I respond? Since this is a question, there is no truth value being asserted in this question. Therefore, it is not hearsay.
Your Honor, they're asking this question to try and show what she actually had that night, and they're trying to prove the truth value.
May I respond? This is just going for the subsequent actions of this witness, what they brought to the table instead of a shot.
Overruled.
Ms. Dawson asked you for water, didn't she?
Yes, she did ask me for water, but I think I messed that one up pretty bad because she didn't get a water shot. And after she took a grain alcohol shot, I told her it was grain alcohol, and she told
Thank
me...
you, Mr. Lawrence. But you did not serve her the water that she ordered, did you?
No, she got grain alcohol. That's why I asked her...
Instead, she got grain alcohol.
Yes, sir. Now, when I
Thank
told
you,
her that...
Mr. Lawrence. I have no further questions.
No redirect, Your Honor. May the witness be excused?